Yesterday, the president signed an executive order that would severely restrict mail in voting and upend state election administration. Let's talk about it. In yesterday's executive order, President Trump directs federal agencies to impose sweeping new controls on election administration. And to be super clear, this is unlawful and unconstitutional, and courts have already ruled that this president cannot impose federal restrictions on state election administration. This executive order is supposed to address the problem of non-citizen voting, but the fact of the matter is that non-citizen voting is a conspiracy theory. Rather than solving a real problem, this executive order is manufacturing one to justify a takeover of our elections. Now let's go into what the order actually says. The order directs the Department of Homeland Security and the Social Security Administration to compile state-specific lists of eligible voters and share them with state election officials. The problem is that these lists would be created from federal databases that have a documented history of errors, which could put millions of citizens at risk of being denied the right to vote. Next, the order directs the Department of Justice to prosecute state and local election officials who provide mail-in ballots to those the federal government has deemed ineligible. And they direct them to prosecute even if the election officials did this unknowingly. Threatening election officials for doing their job is an abuse of power, and it will do nothing but sow fear and distrust in our election systems. Lastly, the order directs the USPS to impose new rules around tracking and verification of mail-in ballots. And it would require election administrators to send voter lists to the USPS before any ballots can be sent out. This adds an extra layer of bureaucracy in a system that is already working. The Voter Participation Center remains resolute in our mission to provide resources to all eligible voters. Please make sure to follow us on all platforms for more election news and updates regarding this executive order.